Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode of Squad Builder Shoutouts. So in today's episode, I am bringing you a 600k team, a 700k team, and an 800k team. So as always, if you guys do enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like on it. And if you are new to the channel, you've not already subscribed, if you could do that, I would hugely appreciate it. So as always, we are just going to jump straight into our first Squad Builder Shoutout. And it does come from Cameron Francis, who says 600k team with 87 inform untradeable Riyad Mahrez. So the formation I have chose is 4-3-3. Now you could use this formation if you want to, but I did change it in game to 4-2-3-1. So kicking things off in between the sticks, we have got the 88 rated Thibaut Courtois. Now I've used this guy quite a few times on FIFA 20, one of my favourite goalkeepers to go with. He's got really good handling, good reflexes, just overall a very solid goalkeeper. I think his only weakness is his kicking, but apart from that, really good in between the sticks. So we are moving on to the right back position, and we have got the 79 rated Wan-Bissaka. Now it was actually my first time using this guy, and I was quite impressed. I thought he was very solid, defensively really good, 87 pace is a very good stat. So yeah, overall I thought he did a good job for me. So we're moving on to the right centre-back position, and we've probably got my favourite centre-back on the game, and it is going to be Militiao. This guy is so overpowered. For an 81 rated centre-back, he's so good. He really has everything to his game, so yeah, couldn't recommend using this guy enough. So alongside him in the centre-back position, we have got his Real Madrid teammate in Sergio Ramos, 89 rated of course, and he's probably one of the best centre-backs on this game without doubt. Defensively, he's got such great positional play, he's very aggressive in game, which I like, and his pace is definitely good enough as well. So we're moving on to the left back position, and we've decided to go with the 80 rated Ferland Mendy. This guy is probably one of my favourite left backs on this game. Really good pace, good physicality as well, 5-star weak foot, which is nice as well. So yeah, overall I just think he's very overpowered, plays really well. So we're moving on to the left central midfield position, and we have got the 84 rated Gini Wijnaldum. This guy's a great box-to-box midfielder on this game. Probably one of my favourite and most popular cards that I've used on FIFA 20. He's really good going forwards. He'll get you goals, assists, he can defend. He's got everything to his game really. So we're moving on to the central midfield position, and we have got the 85 rated Fabinho. This guy is one of the best defensive midfielders on this game without doubt in my opinion. Really strong and powerful, good on the ball, and yeah, just a really important player, very good at cutting the pass lanes and winning the ball back for you. So in the right central midfield position, we have got the 88 rated Paul Pogba. Now it was my first time using Pogba on FIFA 20, and he didn't disappoint. 2 goals in 2 matches, a very nice return. Now I was actually using this guy as the cam in the team, so playing him slightly further forward, and that's where I feel his strengths are best used. Going forwards, he can get you goals, he's got skills, he's very good on the ball with his dribbling and his passing, of course, very strong and powerful in game as well. So definitely worth trying out Pogba if you guys haven't already. So in the right wing position, of course, we have got the requested player, which would be Riyad Mahrez. Now I don't own his 87 in form, so I actually decided to go with Ousmane Dembele, who I do own as an untradeable, but of course if you've got an informed Mahrez, stick him in there. So we're moving on to the left wing position. I decided to go with the 86 rated Leroy Sané, and I think Sané is a very good winger on this game, of course. Really quick, having 95 pace, 86 dribbling, 81 shooting, 2 of pretty decent stats, and yeah, I just think he's a very effective winger in game. So we are now moving on finally to the striker position, and we have got the 86 rated Alexander Lacazette. And I do really like Lacazette on this game. He didn't really get too great of a return for me in this team, but I think he is a very reliable goal scorer on FIFA 20, really clinical finisher. Would recommend getting a Hunter or at least a Hawk chemistry style just to improve his pace a little bit, but yeah, apart from that, definitely get Lacazette, a very good player. So as you can see there, every player is on at least 9 chemistry. If you play 10 matches with this team, every player would be on 10 chemistry. So as I did mention before, I did change the formation in game to 4-2-3-1. You could have used that formation if you wanted to, but I don't really feel like the 4-3-3 plays too great in game. So this is the lineup that I had in game, with Pogba as the central cam, with Dembele on the right, Sané on the left, Lacazette up top. So we're moving on to the custom tactics for this team, and they are, as you can see on screen. Feel free to use them if you want want to. I really like these custom tactics, but you can use your own, it's up to you really. So for the play instructions, I just left Lacazette as it is. For all 3 of the cams, I just told them to get into the box for cross, and then for both the CDMs, cut the pass lane, stay back while attacking, and to cover the centre. And as always, I do like to tell both the fullbacks to stay back while attacking. So those are the play instructions for this 600k team. So we're moving on to my highlights using this team in Division Rivals, and I really enjoyed using this team. I think every single player in this team will do a solid job for you. I don't really feel there's any weakness to this team, just think it's a really solid and reliable team. So yeah, hopefully Cameron Francis, this team will play well for you, and you'll be able to get quite a few wins with this team in game. Okay, so we are now moving on to our second squad builder shout out, and it does come from J Beb. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but yeah, we'll go with that. Anyway, the comment is, can you do a 700k team with George Best? So the formation I have chose once again is 4-3-3, and again you could use this formation if you wanted to, but I do change it in game to 4-1-2-1-2 with the central midfielders. So kicking things off in between the sticks, we have got the 90 rated Marc-Andre ter Stegen, and I actually think this guy is the best goalkeeper on this game. In my opinion, he has no weakness, he's got everything, the reflexes, positioning, handling, kicking, he's got it all. My personal favourite goalkeeper, so yeah, definitely recommend having him in between the sticks. So we are moving on to the right back position, and we've got one of my favourite right backs, and it is going to be Semedo. This guy is a really overpowered player in game, lightning quick, very solid defensively as well, so I'm sure you will have no issues using this guy. So we're moving on to the right centre back, and we have got the 85 rated Longley. I've used this guy so many times now. I think he's one of the best centre backs on this game. He's also very complete. He's got the pace, the defending, the physicality. He's good on the ball, so yeah, recommend having this guy in your side. So alongside him in the centre back position, we've actually got the Inform 86 rated De Ligt, and I was quite impressed with this guy. I think he's a really solid central defender, 85 defending with 85 physicality, 2 really good stats. I think he's very good on the ball as well. I think the only obvious thing really is he's not the quickest centre back. 68 pace isn't too bad, but of course compared to some other centre backs, he's not really that quick. But overall, I have to say I thought he did a very good job. So moving on to the left back position, we have got the 85 rated Alexandro. This guy is one of the best left backs on this game in my opinion. I think the only thing is he is lacking a little bit of pace. 83 pace is definitely good enough, but I would recommend either putting a shadow or an anchor just to get it up a little bit more. But yeah, apart from that, this guy's a great left back. So moving on to the left central midfield position, and we have got the 83 rated Roger Nainggolan. This guy is just a great box-to-box midfielder. He can do everything. He can get you goals, assist, he can defend as well. So yeah, a great player. So moving on to the central midfield position now, and we have got the 85 rated Blaise Matuidi, and this guy was playing as the CDM in the team, and just a really good player at cutting the pass lanes, winning the ball back. He's got very good energy in game. So yeah, I do like Matuidi. I've used him quite a few times on FIFA 20. So moving on to the right central midfield position, we have got the 85 rated Frankie de Jong, and I really like this card. I think he's a very good player. This guy is also very pacey. He can defend, but I think this guy is very good on the ball as well with his dribbling ability. Very good passer as well. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Frankie de Jong. So in the right wing position, of course, you will be able to stick in your George Best, but I don't own George Best, unfortunately. So I actually decided to use Gareth Bale in this position, and I was using Bale as a striker, and this loan card's got a great return for me. 7 goals and 1 assist in a total of 4 matches. So yeah, Bale, another alternative if you want to go with him. I would recommend doing that. So we are moving on to the left wing position. We have got the main man himself, the 91 rated Eden Hazard, and Hazard is one of my favourite players that I've used so far in FIFA 20. He is such a quality player. He's got the pace, the dribbling, the shooting, the passing. He's got it all. He really is such a great player, and I was using him as a cam in this team, and I actually think cam is Hazard's best position. He's so good there. So yeah, definitely recommend trying out Hazard if you haven't already. So in the striker position now, we have got the 89 rated Antoine Griezmann. Really good player on this game. He got 1 goal and 3 assists in 2 matches, so very nice return. He was playing as a striker in this team as well, and striker is definitely a position he can play, as well as a few others on this game. But yeah, that's where I used him, and he did very well for me. So as you can see there, once again, every player is on at least 9 chemistry. If you played 10 matches with the team, every player would be on 10 chemistry. So as I did mention before, I did change the formation in game to 4-1-2-1-2 with the central midfielders having Bale and Griezmann up front, and Hazard as the cam, with Matuidi as the CDM in the team like that. So we're moving on to the custom tactics, and they are, as you can see on screen, so feel free to use them if you want to. So for the play instructions, I would just leave Bale and Griezmann as it is already. For Hazard, I would tell him to get into the box across and to free roam. I would leave both Nainggolan and Frankie de Jong as it is already, and then I would tell Matuidi to cut the pass lane, stay back while attacking, and to cover the centre. And as always, I would tell both the fullbacks to stay back while attacking. So those are the play instructions for this 700k team. So we're moving on to my highlights using this team, and I actually used this team in FUT Champions. I played 2 games with this team and I won both matches. I thought he played really well, solid defensively, and going forwards that front 3 is so dangerous. So yeah, hopefully G-Beb, this team will do well for you, and you'll be able to get quite a few wins with this team in game. Okay, so we are now moving on to our 3rd and final shout out, and it does come from Crispy Terror 333, who says 800k team with Son. So the formation I have chose is 4-3-2-1. So kicking things off in between the sticks, we have actually got the 88 rated Manuel Neuer. And this guy is actually one of my favourite goalkeepers on the game. Very complete, doesn't really have any weakness to his game. He's got the reflexes, handling, positioning, kicking. Very good, one of the best goalies that I've used for sure. So moving on to the right back position, we've actually got the 82 Europa League Road to the Final Dumfries, and I have to say this guy is one of the best right backs that I've used on this game without doubt. Look at his stats: 84 pace, 81 defending, 89 physicality. It's a bit of a shame what league he plays in, because it's quite difficult to get him into good squad builders, but I've managed to do it in this team, and yeah, one of the best right backs on the game without doubt in my opinion. So moving on to the right centre back, and we've actually got an ultimate scream card in Saint Justy. I think that's how you pronounce this guy's name, and he's got one hell of a card: 84 pace, 83 defending, 85 physicality. Those are some great stats for a centre back, and I thought he played really well in game. I think there's 2 concerns I do have with this guy. He's 6 foot, so he's not the tallest, but that's not too big of an issue. But I don't really like the height and medium work rate, if I'm honest. But apart from those 2 minor issues, this guy is one hell of a centre back. So alongside him, we have got the 84 rated Hernandez. I've used this guy so many times, such a reliable central defender, always plays well for me, so I'm sure he will play well for you as well. So we're moving on to the left back position. We've got the 82 rated Roussillon, and this guy is a very solid, reliable left back. Really good all-round stats. He's got the pace, the defending, the physicality, so I'm sure this guy will do well for you as well. So moving on to the left central midfield position, I decided to go with the 81 rated Musa Sissoko. This guy is just a really good box-to-box midfielder, very strong and powerful, good defensively, and yeah, he'll do a good job. Very solid and reliable player for you. So we're moving on to the central midfield position, and once again we have got Fabinho in the team. This guy is one of the best defensive midfielders on the game, so if you can get him in your team, why not? Really good at breaking up the play, as I said before. So yeah, we're moving on to the right central midfielder, and it's another player that we've already had. It is going to be the 84 rated Gini Wijnaldum. Really good box-to-box midfielder, as I mentioned. So yeah, I think we'll move straight on to the right forward position, and we have got the 88 rated Raheem Sterling, and he did really well for me in this team. He got 2 goals in the 2 matches, and I do like Sterling on this game. I think he's got really good pace, dribbling. I've just questioned his end product a few times previously, but he seemed to have it for me. I put a dead eye on him, and I think that works really nicely. Getting his shooting and his passing up a little bit does help. So yeah, Sterling did a good job for me in this team. So we're moving on to the left forward position, and we have got the 83 rated Anthony Martial. I do like Martial. I think he's a very good winger, very pacey, powerful, clinical when he does get opportunities to score. So yeah, I think he's a good option to go with. So in the striker position, we have got the main man himself, Heung-min Son, and I really didn't do too great with Son. He played 2 matches, got 1 assist in the 2 matches, so not too great of a return, but I do think Son is a really good player on this game, and I'm not too sure what his best position is. Is he an out-and-out striker? Is he more of a cam? I'm not too sure yet. I'd have to play a few more games to give you a definitive answer, but without doubt, this guy is a very special player on this game. So as you can see there, once again, every player's on at least 9 chemistry. If you played 10 matches with this team, every player would be on 10 chemistry. So moving on to the custom tactics, they are, as you can see on screen. Feel free to use them if you want to. So for the play instructions, I actually just left all 3 of the forwards just as it is. I mean, you could tell the wide players to drift wide if you wanted to, maybe get in behind, but I just left it as it is. So for Musa Sissoko, I would just tell him to stay on the edge of the box for cross and to cover the centre. Fabinho, stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of the box cross and to cover the centre. And then Wijnaldum, stay on the edge of the box cross and to cover the centre. And then, as always, I do tell both fullbacks to stay back while attacking. So those are the play instructions for this 800k team. So we're moving on to my highlights using this team in FUT Champions, and I thought this team really was terrific. I think defensively it's so solid. You've got a lot of pace at the back. The midfield's got a really good work rate to it, and there's a lot of quality in that attack. I would also recommend maybe trying the 4-1-2-1-2 central midfielder formation with this and having Sterling as the cam with Son and Martial up front. I think that could work well for you as well. But yeah, hopefully Crispy Terror, this team will do well for you in game. So guys, that is all I've got for you today. As always, don't forget to rate each team out of 5. Let me know what you thought of them. As always, don't forget to drop a like on this video, subscribe, all that good stuff as well, guys. And put more squad builder suggestions in the comments below. But yeah, that would just be about it from me for today, guys. So I'll catch you in the next video.